Todd here, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Just wanted to start by just asking about your goal the other day against Stoke. People used to say in football, if in doubt, kick it out, but that was the complete opposite of that goal. Under pressure in a deep position and passed out from the back. It was a lovely move, and for you, it must have been satisfying to get like the finishing touch on that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that goal sort of epitomises what we try and do. We're always calm and collected at the back, and we're not keeping the ball for keeping the ball's sake. And I think that goal probably shows that the best way possible. It started right from the back. Almost looked a bit like you said there. That we should have cleared the ball. We managed to work the ball up and managed to top off a brilliant move with a good goal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have booted it into row Z. But it was obviously good to get a convincing win as well. It was the first time that we've scored 4 goals this season. There were a few sort of hairy moments in the game, but the quality showed in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I think we needed that. I think we needed it for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it was a disappointing result at Swansea, and the changing room felt that, and I'm sure most of the fans and people associated with the club felt that as well. But like we've said, from day dot, the Championship's a very, very difficult division. There's a lot of tough games to come up, and by any means, Stoke wasn't an easy fixture. So to get a 4-1 victory over them, hopefully brings back a little bit of confidence, and hopefully take it into a very important couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. And the photographers and the cameramen must love it when you score because of the celebrations. Can you talk us through that one the other day and where that came from?
Yeah, so I mean, to be fair, like obviously without fans being there, it's I don't know if probably fans feeling the pain of not being there, but believe me, the players are as well. When you score a goal, it feels so much different to when it did when there was fans in the stadium. It's nice to be able to interact with where I know the fans would be. Hence why I went to the camera. It's just a celebration that me and my friends have been joking about. So yeah, there's no real depth to the celebration, but I always trying to make it as entertaining for the fans that obviously are watching on the screens at home.
Yeah, I think we always appreciate it if you pick out the camera. Do you have any other ones planned?
Yeah, what I'm like. I've got a couple up my sleeve, but I think the most important thing is to add some more goals and worry about the celebrations after at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully we can see those in the near future. Coventry up next then. What do you remember of the FA Cup game against them in January?
Yeah, so it was a difficult game. I remember missing the first game against Coventry at the start of the season, and that looked like a very difficult game. I think they're a very well-organised team. They try and play the football as well. I think it will be an interesting game. I think if we bring our A game, I'm hoping that we should have enough to beat them, obviously. And I think if we match their intensity and can sort of kick on from our great result on Saturday, I think we should be in a really good place going into the game. Yeah.
It's always difficult no matter what league you're in, whenever one team is organised and focused on sort of defending, it's going to be difficult to break them down. But we've proven many times this season that we're capable of doing that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a patience thing as well. I think we can either win a game in the first 20 minutes or we can win a game in the last 2 minutes. And at the end, we've still won the game either way. So although, for fans and for probably us as well, it'd probably be nicer to put some games away earlier. We have to remain patient and remember that, we can win the game in the last minute and it still means we win the game. So yeah, like you say, it'll be a tough affair, but we're definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we played them, I think the goals were in the 6th and the 7th minutes, and then obviously held on for a long period of time. They're currently 20th in the league. They haven't won any of the last 4 games, but one of those 4 was a 0-0 draw against Watford. So, as always, there's no room for complacency. No,
there's no room at all. I think everyone can see the results that happen and sort of shock you in the Championship. I'd like to think that we can stay clear of that, and we can try and sort of confirm our authority over the league and what we're trying to achieve. I think it's no secret what we're trying to achieve. So you know, if you look at it factually, we should go there and definitely try and win the game. Like you said, it's not as black and white as that, and if it was, I think everyone would be top of the league. So yeah, you know, we can't afford to think that at any point of any game, you know, positions or form, that any game will be easy, because it won't.
And we are top of the league at the moment, and we have Barnsley and Carlton Morris to thank for keeping Brentford just behind us on the weekend. Assuming that Swansea win both of their games in hand, that will make things really tight and interesting in the top three. But you know, the boss was saying the other day, we only have an interest in being the front runners rather than chasing the people at the top.
No, definitely. I think, you know, that's obviously what the boss feels, but it's also what the players feel as well. I don't think any of us, you know, quite a few of the lads in the changing room felt what it's like to win a league. Believe me, that feeling is worth trying everything to try and get it again. As much as promotion is probably the goal, I think everyone in that changing room wants the title. We're not silly. We know that we could easily slip well away from that with complacency and with all of the other dangerous tools in the Championship, because there's many teams that have probably had the quality and had the personnel to get out of the division and haven't. So we need to stay realistic with the fact that this is going to be a very difficult task. But you know, if we continue to play, for example, how we played at the weekend, maybe minus a couple of the mistakes that we brought on ourselves, then we've shown, you know, on multiple occasions that we can put teams away and build up points again.
Yeah, no, I guess it just depends on how you look at it, because being top of the league, one way of looking at it is you've got something to lose, whereas in second you're chasing something. But on the other hand, we can also got the opportunity to pull away with good results.
Absolutely, and like you say, you know, every team looking up at us in the league table and probably see it as, you know, a real opportunity to get something off one of the best teams in the division. So, you know, with the greatest respect, if you were sat in mid-table, I don't think other teams would probably be looking at you as a big game, you know, time to shine and all of that. So it's part of the responsibility that comes with being at the top of the league. But I think everyone really wants to relish that and sort of, you know, push on from now and, like you say, try and open back up a little bit of a gap and some breathing space.